What is that? You can switch those off. I'll just switch them on because I thought you were going to get stuff in the thing. What is going on YouTube and chat? Just busy doing my Paragon board, trying to see where I am exactly. That looks right. So it's been a while, been over a week since I've done a live stream, and I've been away and I've been sick, and we are looking at getting back into it. So we are busy playing our Warlock. We played a couple days in the early Endgame now. I'm Paragon 129, and we're looking just to gear up and increase our efficiency in the end game and try to get to some higher torment tiers. So we're currently farming torment 6 quite comfortably, and I'd like to get to torment 10 comfortably. Let me just sort out my life here. Sell a bit of things. So I released a video today on how the first week of Lord of Destruction, sorry, not Lord of Destruction, Lord of Hatred has been, and the one thing that's been plaguing me is the lag and disconnecting from the game all the time, and it's been really annoying. So I hope that gets sorted soon, because yeah, as you'll probably see throughout the stream tonight, I've been lagging like crazy, and we just need that to improve. I think what we're gonna do is get on track with our war plan here, and then we'll do some pit runs. So what I actually want to do, another thing I brought up in my video that I released today, is you get a ton of these layer keys, but none of the greater layer keys. So I'm going to do a bunch of T6 Gregoire boss, or whatever you want to call him, just because he drops some items that are useful for a couple builds for the Warlock, and I need to try and get some greater layer keys. So let's see if this Gregoire can drop some, because I literally have not found one yet. So I really want to see if we can get some so that we can farm up some items. I don't even know why I'm bothering to fight these guys right now. But anyway, I'm still a little bit sick, but basically fine, mostly fine. So I hope I'm not sniffing too much for the stream tonight. The nose is still pretty blocked. So T6 Gregoire. Gregor. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Gregoire. I don't know. I'll call him Gregoire. So do we get a greater layer key? Got a set charm, helm, and a ring. What set charm did we get? So I'm looking for one more piece of horizon set, so that I can get the 5-piece bonus, and that should boost my hull fracture build quite nicely. I don't know if I should up the difficulty at all. Let's maybe do 1 or 2 pit runs, just to get our difficulty up ever so slightly. And once we do that, then we can try maybe some tier 8 layer bosses. We'll see if we're able to do it at tier 8. I've really been enjoying this hull fracture build so far. I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's really fun to play. Very powerful with not optimized gear, and I think it has the potential to get very powerful. So far the lag isn't seeming too bad tonight, but it always seems to strike, so let's wait and see. I only spec'd into this build last night, so I'm still getting used to it, but so far it's quite user-friendly. It's nice how your hull fractures pull in the lesser mobs and sort of have their own pull effect. I think I need to make the sound ever so slightly less. Let's keep it on that. Always with Diablo sound levels, it seems like that's super high. I hope the Butcher doesn't interfere with this pit, because it always seems like when I face him, he kills me, and then I don't get to progress in that particular pit. Ah, there we go. That was unfortunate. That is the one part of this whole setup that I need to increase, is my survivability, because damage-wise it's doing pretty decently, but I definitely need a bit more toughness, and I'd like to get a roll of life on hit somewhere on my gear to get me a little bit more sustain. But my character is far from perfect, and I'm looking forward to sort of getting better with it. This was quite a breath of fresh air after playing the, what's it called? Dreadclaws setup that I was doing before this. Oops. I was busy looking at the chat box and trying to push a button there. Need to get my head in the game tonight. Look at that dead whale. Crazy. Again, not concentrating. I was literally zoning out, thinking about things, looking at the screen there. Just as I pushed my mobility leather walk there. All of this in the pursuit of greater lair keys, so that I can farm some lair bosses and get some upgraded uniques. I mean, to be honest, it's probably not the best use of my time right now, but it has been something that I've wanted to do just to see what the actual drop rate of these greater lair keys is. it does seem like the damage on this bolt is slowing down slightly on single target. Or tough elites, at least. Subo. I'm starting to feel a bit of lag now, and it always seems like that's the issue with the problem that's occurring at the moment, that it's like the lag just increases the longer you play for. So people have been saying that it's like some sort of memory leak, like it's just eating more and more memory the longer you play. And that kind of makes sense, because the longer you play, the more prone to lag spikes and disconnecting it seems to be. So I don't know what it is. I just hope that Blizzard can fix it as soon as possible. It's been quite a annoying journey so far, just from that perspective, in terms of constantly getting disconnected, and whilst you're streaming, having to restart the game and redo quests and all sorts of stuff. Sorry for my poor performance at the moment. I am very much sort of getting into it at the moment. Oh, come on. My bad. Excuse me. There we go. Unlocked another 5 tiers. Let's try Torment 8. This is probably going to be quite challenging for my current setup, but we will give it a bash nonetheless. Maybe we'll do the old just kill trash mob cheesing. I've really not been enjoying the pit density at the moment. It feels pretty shocking and pretty terrible and quite clunky to play with, like, this kind of density that's been going on. At least that's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys have been finding it, but I find the density to be pretty poor in the current state of the game. I definitely need some more life on the hit on my gear because I'm sort of struggling with sustaining at the moment. Oops, that was a close call. Seems like quite a challenging elite pack over there. Seems like that elite pack is going to kill me if I try and take them out. So I might just need to move on ahead, like I was saying. Seems like my character will sort of top out in its current state at about Torment 8. So far I've been really liking the sort of linear progression of gearing up and progressing your character through the various Torment difficulties. I think it's working out pretty well, and it's much preferred to the old system of finding one or two uniques and then suddenly jumping a whole 6 torments further and all of that sort of stuff. So definitely enjoying it a lot more in its current iteration. Definitely seems harder to like chain mobs together in the current sort of way the pit is set up. I also haven't done any tower yet, but if tower is similar, it's going to be quite a challenge to push in the tower. Again, I hope that the butcher doesn't decide to visit me. in this pit. This might be a bit too hairy for me. Quite a challenging pack of elites, this is. Slowly making our way further. I think that the pit boss is going to be quite challenging as well. Such weird spaced out density, and map layouts are also pretty strange in my opinion. What level are we on? 3. I'm really enjoying the play style of Hull Fracture. I do need to get better at my sort of implementation of it, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. It'd be nice if these elites just continue to follow me and I can whittle down their health. But again, this density isn't helping me take out these elite packs. I'm yet to find a nice juicy group. I like that they've taken the death timer away. Definitely helps me out. Obviously not a big change for the hardcore group, but for me at least it's something. I've been saving Whisper caches to level up a Paladin. I'm quite keen to play Paladin again this season, especially with all the changes. I had a lot of fun in Season 11 with the Paladin, so I'm excited to give that a try again. So yeah, I've just been saving up a couple Whisper caches to passively level up a Paladin. And once I've geared up my Warlock a bit more and a bit better to sort of do T10 content, then I reckon I'll give Paladin a good crack. Come on, where is this guy? On to pit level number 4. Starting to get some substantial lag right now. Definitely not helping out the current situation. Like now, especially when you're trying to push sort of your difficulty tiers in the pit and other things like that, and then you get these massive lag spikes and stuff. It's not easy at all. Oh, come on. Yep, that was bound to happen. Okay, 4 minutes to kill the boss. And a whole lot of other mobs. Let's give it a crack. Definitely seems challenging. Let's get that stagger going. Good timing with the metamorphosis. Yeah, this boss has a ton of life. T10 is definitely going to be challenging, let alone T12. We'll see if we can even do Gregoire on Torment 8. Might have to settle for about Torment 7 or something like that. If we can even beat the boss, that is, as well. But this boss somehow seems to be a bit easier than some of the others, so let's hope. You can see I've got some life on hit, but I would prefer to have a bit more. Okay, he's staggered. Let's see if we can get him down. Okay, we got him. That was something. So we've unlocked Torment 8. We need to upgrade our Unbound to 50. Four more levels. What helm did we get? Crown of Lucian. I wonder how the Project Diablo 2 season's going. I wish I could play all these games alongside each other. Okay. Let's change up our difficulty and then try do some Grimoire. Honestly, if we don't get a greater layer key, then I don't even know anymore. What are we on? Torment 8. This is going to be challenging. I don't know if it's even worth it. We might have to drop the torment level a bit. I also need to masterwork my gear. So there are a couple things that I'm sort of lacking in at the moment. And they have already used half my potions on the way, yeah. Oh wow. This is gonna be something. I've also used up all my potions. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it on Torment 8. Maybe even Torment 7 is gonna be quite a challenge. And this just takes way too long. Yeah, let's drop that difficulty a little. Should we try Torment 7? I think so. Even Torment 7 is pretty hectic. I might just do Torment 6. And there we're lagging again as well. Great that he gets his shield up as he's staggered. Definitely gonna drop it down to Torment 6. Greater layer key? Not just yet, it seems. Okay, let's do a couple. T6. Are we ever gonna get that greater layer key? At the moment, doesn't seem like it. Grégoire. This should hopefully be quite a substantial amount faster. A lot faster, but not one-shotting by any means. Scattered Prism, that's nice. Stolen a greater layer. Oh, we got a normal layer boss key, but not a greater one. So we just got a key, even though we used a key. Oh, we got a greater layer boss key. Awesome. Okay, so it is possible. My first one yet. And what's that in about 3 or 4 tries on him? Die, give me my keys. Ancestral gloves and some set charms. And a layer boss key. Is that our second greater one? Yes. We are in the business, in the money here. Nice. I hate those bosses that knock you down at the beginning of every fight. So rude. Are we gonna get another key? Third time lucky? Another key. Yeah. We are on it. After this one, we're gonna have to go sell. So the main reason we want to get those greater layer boss keys is I want to get ancestral versions of the uniques for this particular build, and in particular the weapon, so that I can get a damage increase. And when we get that, then we can look at upgrading a couple of our other gear pieces. It's also mainly because I don't want to waste materials and stuff on my current another layer boss key. We are really, I don't know if this is lucky or if this is usual, but we're getting a lot now, which is nice. And I've done a T6 Gregoire and other layer bosses before and not got those greater keys, so I think definitely something's going on here now. Cage of Madness. Ancestral Pain Gorges. Okay, let's go get some more keys. Down with you, Echo, the Galvanic Saint. Tormented lair bosses. The drops must be pretty decent on T10 plus. Requires one layer key. Ooh, Ancestral Amulet. And I got 2 layer boss keys. Why is this suddenly being so lucrative? I'm gonna have to go change my my review. Melted Heart of Selig. Nice. I don't think you can use Melted Heart on the Warlock, or at least to my knowledge, but cool to get my first mythic, and that is my first mythic, by the way. Exciting times. Things are starting to look up. It's nice to get that little sort of boost in morale, and just general things are looking good, getting what you are farming and targeting. A unique charm, that's very nice. So this time we didn't get a key, but we have been getting keys quite consistently, so I'm not disappointed. What charm did we get there? X-Files Corroded Signet. Not what I sort of wanted, but cool to find anyway. I'm sure there's some sort of crafting goodness I can use that unique charm for. I do really want to complete my set though. That is goals. Okay, let's get some more keys. Ooh, a nemesis lair. That's cool. And we got a boss. Okay, so now we can go into this nemesis lair. That, and then go get some more stuff. Let's do it. So now we're going to fight 2 bosses at once on T6. So let's see how that goes for us. Who is going to be in this nemesis lair? Turiel and Dariel? Varshan? And who else? And Grigor. This is cool. This is my first nemesis lair. And pretty intense. Pretty crazy. Oh my lord. Wow. Taking a lot of damage there. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. Set charm and a whole lot of other goodness. I think so. We've got more lair boss keys. Legendary seals, fence. So much cool stuff. Oh, this tormented lair bossing is quite a lucrative little thing. I mean, I had high hopes, but this is sort of better than expected, and I'm glad I chose to do this for tonight's activities. Definitely some stash sorting out that needs to happen soon. So now I wonder, do I just need to like restart the instance of Grigor? Or can I just go back? Please be the set charm that I'm looking for. We found a couple of lair boss keys there. Got a prison, boss trade. Finding a lot of new uniques that I didn't have before. I'm happy I decided to use my keys for this sort of farming on tier 6 and up. So I wonder if I can just go back to Gregoire's spot and then I can't. So I think we must reset the dungeon. Why can't I click on... That was cool. Nemesis lair. Hope I get some more of those. Almost died there. More keys. Very happy. Now I just wish I could do it on a greater difficulty so I could find even more. But we will get there once we upgrade a bit. Once we do some masterworking, some further tempering, some more crafting in the cube. There's still a far way for us to go and a lot more for us to do in terms of upgrades. Yeah! Is that my Ring of Starless Skies that I'm needing for this setup? Because that would be pretty amazing. Yes! Stoked with that. Very stoked with that. That is awesome. Ancestral. Are all mythics ancestral? I didn't actually check that even. I didn't know if all mythics drop as ancestral or not. That's something I'm actually quite unsure about. Let's have a look here. Oh yes, it does seem, at least so far, that they drop ancestral. So I am gonna swap out this Ring of Starless Skies very soon. I just need to figure out which other item I want to drop for it. Yep, I'm enjoying the whole lair boss farming. That was sort of one of my semi-complaints. I forgot to get rid of all my charms. One of my complaints in my current video on the state of the game was that it's kind of very hard to target farm the items that you need and want, but I guess I'm having good RNG and luck tonight because things seem to be working out and lair bosses seem to be delivering. I need an Air of Perdition now, and then I'll be pretty much set. Will we get that Air of Perdition now? Let's see. Ooh, and the Nemesis lair. Yeah, buddy. We just need to go back so we can... Well, we don't actually need that. I hope we have Andariel in this one so I get a chance of getting a unique mace ancestral that I'm looking for. That's what I'm hunting for at the moment. How many keys do we have left? So we've got 14 greater keys and 6 normal keys. So it's almost like we are like 1-for-1 transferring the one key to the other. So Urivois, and who's the other person here? Gregoire. It seems to always be one of the Nemesis people from who you are actually fighting at that point in time. I could be mistaken though. I can imagine how difficult it is to do this on the higher torment levels when you're fighting 2 lair bosses all at once. Let's get rid of one of them so that we can have an easier time here. That is a shit ton of loot. And it looks like we have a greater Nemesis lair, which is very lucky for us to drop. So that means we can go even further and fight more. This is awesome. Very awesome stuff going on here. I'm gonna have so much gear to upgrade later. If my children weren't sleeping, I'd be screaming in delight right now. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go back yet because I wanted to sell a bunch of charms. And I want to see if I get some... get my last charm that I'm looking for, actually. Oh, excuse me. I'm not quite over the sickness just yet. Oh. Oh. 2 mythics. That is some good going. I wonder how difficult the greater lair boss nemesis thing is going to be. Still not the one I'm looking for, unfortunately. Get some order in my life here. Need to sort out my charms soon. Oh, but there are some other ones here. Maybe this will kick off my set. Nah. Okay, guys, let's see what the greatest Nemesis lair has in store for us. Please be Andariel so we can get a ancestral mace. Mace Windu. I'm ready for you, you bastards. Is this Duriel? That's Belial. Doriel and Belial. Nice. That's a lot of items. So I don't have Betrayer's Husk, unfortunately, so I can't do that altar in the middle there. I don't have enough. Wow, this has been some lucrative lair bossing. Very much so. What did we pick up here? So we got a unique mace, but it was not the mace we were looking for. But we did get two other of our mace that we're looking for, so not all bad. Not all bad at all. Do we really not have any more space for charms again? It's a cool new unique ring that I haven't seen yet. Ancestral gauntlets with a GA. Okay, let's get back to Gregoire. It's actually quite crazy the difference, because on T7 the bosses are quite challenging and take a long time, but on T6 it seems like I can just get through them relatively easy enough and sort of pain-free or hassle-free. Another mythic. Another mythic and a Belial. Forgot to do my charms again. And a Belial spawn. What's he gonna drop for me? Belial is quite a challenge. Oh damn, no potions. Wow. Does that mean I failed? Or can I still fight Belial? I'd hate it if I never got the chance to fight Belial. Damn it. That sucks. Another malted heart of Selig. I would really like a tradition. Damn it, I'm really annoyed that Belial killed me. Damn you, Belial. How many more keys do I have here? 5. Decent. Mythic? Not this time. Oh, we got Belial again. Some redemption, hopefully. Belial is a whole lot more challenging than like your regular P6 layer boss. A lot more mechanics and things going on here. What are the drops, Belial? What are Betrayer's Hux? No, I just need 5 more of those. Not the greatest drops from him, but not bad either. Need some more greater layer keys. Are we gonna get another Nemesis portal? Are we gonna get another Belial? Time will tell. Stay tuned in this week's episode of Layering the Bosses. It doesn't seem like layer bosses give you those fat chunks of experience like they used to. Bye bye, Gregoire. Hello, layer keys and mythic. Or not. Well, key at least. Boss trophy. I'm excited to do Andariel. I just actually need to check the boss loot table cheat sheet on max roll and make sure that I am doing the correcto bosses for what I want.
That's it for that piece.
Oy. This is our last one. Kulian Tubing Prism. Bye bye, Gregoire. You have treated me well. Oh, Belial for the last one. Bring it on. Nice to see you, Belial. How you been? Damn it. I didn't even see that happening. Crazy. I don't think it's possible for him to be there if you die on him. Can't believe he's killed me twice. Bastard. Time to kill Andariel a bit now, I think. How many greater layer keys did we get? 18. Very happy with that. That's about what we started on. In terms of just layer boss keys. Okay, and Ariel, we are coming for E. I just had to see something. Seems like I reached my cap here. Is there anything else for me to buy? Anyway, I just want to check the boss cheat sheet. So, what are we going? We want the... What is it? Uploads here. So we want the spine of Tiamat. Spine of Tiamat. Is he the only one that does that? So we either want Bartok, but we don't really want to do Bartok. I think what we are going for is Harbinger of Hatred for Spine of Tiamat. Tathamet. What are the boots that we... I mean, not boots. Pants. Bindings of Attrition. A Hammered Stone. Astaroth, but that takes forever to get to Astaroth. So Bartok drops that, so we want to do some hordes at some point. Okay. Harbinger of Hatred it is. Let's hope for an ancestral mace. Maybe even with a GA or two, that would be very nice. Maybe a of Perdition thrown in. Does it always take this long to get to Harbinger of Hatred? I can't even remember. Can't even remember the mechanics of this fight. Wow. Was not expecting that. Is this gonna be like a super crazy hard fight or something? Why does it seem like I'm not doing any damage to this guy? Something was up there. Everyone says that this fight was kind of lame in the last expansion. I thought it was kind of cool. Do you guys think we're gonna face Diablo in the next... damn it. Wasn't concentrating again. Do you guys think we're gonna face Diablo in the next expansion? Finally, in this Diablo named and themed game. Okay, concentration time. This is why I'm not a hardcore player. What the F? So what do I do at that point in this fight? This is ridiculous. Okay. Note to self, when that phase begins, dodge like crazy. It's like it seems like such a chilled fight up until that point. And then when it gets to that point, it's just crazy. What the? How do I keep on getting one-shotted by that? Like, what is the deal? And I almost killed him before we got to that phase, which would be lovely. I don't even remember that happening the last time. Okay, are you just gonna kill me again or what? What do I do here now? How does anyone play hardcore in this game? Like trying to figure out mechanics of bosses whilst you are like in the middle of a battle. Chat, help me out. What do I do there? I think that is such a cool looking demon. And that's probably why I'm dying so much, is I'm looking at the artwork more than actually playing. That, and I'm a bad player. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Ah! So why do I have... that's what I must do, is unleash the fury there. Well, I think that's what I must do at least. Oh, come on. I'm getting annoyed with this now. Annoyed with myself. What the fuck? Oh, just leave me alone. I need to repair my ship. I don't know what the mechanic is with the boss. I know I'm supposed to get that, like, golden lion... What is it, Rathma? I don't know who that is. Gotta get that thing and then shoot the portals, but I don't even get an opportunity to do that. This is ridiculous. Wow, that was some crazy lag. Definitely gonna help the cause here. So why did I just get that, like, lion's blessing right there? Okay, so here we are again. What do I do? Lion, give me some shit. What in the fuck? I don't even remember this with the last time I did this boss. Oh, come on. And now I can't even get to that. I am at a loss for words. Okay. So what am I doing here? Okay, those... I guess maybe one of the things is stay away from the giant portals? I don't know. Chat, help me out here. What is going on? Okay, there's a big portal. So I need to stay in between now. Okay, well, I survived ever so slightly longer. So what do I do with this stuff? Oh, I mean, Jesus. Is this really... I'm gonna have to look at the mechanics of this boss fight or something. Because this is just not working for me. Okay. Harbinger of hatred. Does it not tell us anything? Boss guide. So it looks like I just have to run around and dodge, which has seemed like the difficult thing so far. Is that really the case? And it seems like you insta-die, insta-kill if you touch any of those little wolves he leaves behind. And I have to lag right now, thanks. Oh yes, death to me. That is not what I was expecting. I feel like I need to give up on this boss or something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. So I need to use the light by this bloody thing to take out. Oh, come on. That's like the closest I've been, but still not close enough by any means. Oh, just leave me alone, you little fucks. Oh, Annoying fight. Don't remember any of this before. So why can I take out all the other bosses on T6, but now this one is like so ridiculously difficult? Yes, indeed. Come now. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm fucking done with this shit. Gonna drop the difficulty so I can take him out before that phase, because this is just too ridiculous. Too damn ridiculous. Can't even deal with it. So over it. So very extremely over it. Our night was going so well before this. Let's see if T5 makes a difference, otherwise we'll go to T4. Well, he's dead on T5 in no time. Let's just see if we at least get the drops we're after now. Can you get keys from this? I don't actually even know. So this is the mace we want, the spine of Tathamet, but we need an ancestral version. So T5, it seems like we can get him quite consistently. Now we just need our ancestral mace though. How can it be such a difference between Torment 5 and 6? Seems crazy. Charms, charms. What are our chances of getting that ancestral mace?
Mainlander, what brings you? I'll be here, swinging away.
Let's get it. I really hope I don't have to use all my greater layer keys to get this mace. But who knows? Who knows? If we could get an Air of Perdition, I'd also be very stoked with that. I cannot believe the stark difference between the fight on T6 and T5. Wow. 3 GA pants. I hope those are the pants for my build. That would be amazing. If only I got a 3 GA mace. That would have been amazing. Temerity with triple GA. Wow. If only they were the pants for this build. Still quite a crazy find, I guess. I really want to get a crazy GA ancestral mace now. Okay, we got the mace. No GA, no ancestral, unfortunately. This next one's gonna be it. I have a feeling. T5, you just face tank him and blow him up. Armor ancestral. Is it Tyrael's? It is Tyrael's. That's a nice upgrade for us. We are definitely on a good path here, but still looking for that GA mace. I'm happy to find Tyrael's. I think that'll be a nice defensive buff for us. And then an Air of Perdition, and then we'd have all of our mythics. That Temerity was a crazy drop. If only we could have found that Tyrael's with those 3 GAs, that would have been GG, everyone. But the drops tonight have been pretty fair. Pretty fair indeed. But we've still got a ways to go here, so... I can't believe how long the sort of end game is compared to it was before, and also just how much more engaging and how much more going on there is in the current state of the game. There's just a whole lot more going on. Okay, we got Belial. Hopefully Belial won't kill me, but he is only on T5. No escape. You can't escape me, buddy. I need to remember that I need to be more careful fighting him. I can't just... 2 Betrayer Husk. Stoked with that. Not even one unique that time. Running out of space here at an alarming rate.
Mainlander, what brings you?
Need to sell charms again. Belial again. Got a 2 GA something or other there. Ancestral boots. Bye bye, Belial. Give me more Betrayer Husk. Another 2. That's what I'm talking about. Charms. Dirk.
What is a waitress, isn't it?
Almost didn't sell my extra charms there.
Oh, finished so soon?
7 keys left. I keep on having to check that it is actually Torment 5. Because again, the difference between Torment 5 and 6 just seems so crazy with this boss. I'm looking for the Fair of Horizons chains. I'm looking for it so bad. I need to do some cubing and crafting in order to try and get it. We need an ancestral GA Spine of Tathamet. I mean, with finding a Ring of Starless Skies and materials, we can't leave tonight sad, but I do want an ancestral weapon. Another mace, just not ancestral. Oh no, we actually made it to this point. Huh. Just as difficult on D5, huh? Okay, no lollygagging at the beginning here. Getting a lot of temerities there.
Feeling lucky, Mainlander?
How many keys do we have left here? 3 more keys. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. We're gonna have to farm up some more keys after this. Perpetuity. Ancestral pants. Boots. Oh, we got an ancestral mace, guys. Nice. With a decent roll. That is exactly what we were looking for. We did it. No GAs, unfortunately, but the rest of it looking pretty good. Let's do 1 more of these. We also got boots. 4 GA boots. That's pretty insane. Pretty crazy. Nice. If only the full GA could have landed on that weapon, we would have been perfecto then. So this is going to be the last one we're going to do of this. We're going to save our last layer key after this. And let's hope for a prediction, something like that, something juicy. Maybe even a GA ancestral one of those maces. Either way, let's see what we get. And then I reckon tomorrow we'll farm some other stuff. What we got. Okay, nothing spectacular on that last one, but we've had good luck so far. So I think that is where we are going to call it for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to anyone who popped in and had a bit of a watch on the channel this evening, and it's always very much appreciated, very greatly appreciated. And we'll catch you again tomorrow for a new video, a new live stream, and just general more Diablo 4 content. So again, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, send me a couple messages in chat. Sorry, I just had to read what was going on there. Yeah, chat to me a bit. It was a very much more quiet evening tonight, but nonetheless, I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. So we'll catch you again very soon for some more Diablo content and some more mana and motherboards.